Sometimes you have to take a step back to move forward. And that's what we're about to do now with our goat area. This section here was going to be our goat area. We had some posts already put in. We had a shelter kind of started, a little lean-to started, but we've taken that all out and we've decided against having goats now. Maybe it was due to a video we watched from Homesteady, or maybe it was some of the other videos we watched as well on goats, or maybe it was just talking to friends that have goats. But we realized that right now, goats are not for us. It wasn't so much the infrastructure that scared us away from having goats, but the time involved. Because we both have full-time jobs, we have the cows, we do the pigs, we do the chickens. It's something that would have taken even more time to look after, especially doing the milking. The last couple days we spent a lot of time harvesting our meat chickens, as well as doing the other projects on the farm we really need to get done, like the gardening and watering and the cows, getting the pig area ready for the pigs, and adding on half an hour to an hour of milking time for the goats just really isn't feasible. Even today we've still got the greenhouse to water, we've got grass that needs cutting. However, sometimes we leave it like this for the bees. We've still got more Cameroons that we need to harvest as well. You can see they're starting to fall. Gardens that need weeding and attention. And then new projects that are going to take less time in the future. They're going to have less costs to start up. And they'll probably save us money instead of like the goats spending money to think we're saving money. Because that was really the real reason for having the goats, or getting the goats, is because we drink a lot of milk here. So we figured if we got goats, it would save us on our milk costs. But we know that isn't true, because we've watched other videos, we've talked to other people, and again, the cost for getting the goats, the cost for feeding the goats, the cost for the structures for the goats, the cost for the feed, maybe I said that already, the cost in time, our time, that again we don't have to be able to milk the goats and look after the goats and care for the goats and birth the goats and medicate the goats when they're sick and that kind of thing. We just don't have time for it. So as much as we'd like to kid ourselves sometime and kind of buy into the whole we got to have every animal on our homestead fantasy, we realize taking a step back and not doing the goats would actually help us more in the long run as well as the short term. And getting some old projects done and old stuff fixed up and the daily chores kind of perfected and putting systems in place that will help us get better at what we do in the future, those are the things that are actually going to help us get ahead and make things better here on the homestead for ourselves. Adding goats to the mix when we still don't have the rabbit colony and the cages and everything set up for our rabbits, it's not very smart, is it? So if you ever find yourselves falling into that trap of the homesteading more animals, more plants, more flowers, more animals, take a step back and think to yourself, is this really going to help us right now? Is this really what we need right now? Is this going to save us time? Is this going to save us money? Is this going to make the future better for ourselves? Weigh those options and see if it is really the right time for you to jump into what you want to do. So guys, I hope this video was insightful and got your brain thinking about some of the stuff you might have planned on your homestead. And if you like this video, get down here and check this one out about reasons why your homestead might fail.